watch aficionados, getting another video out today. But you know what? It is half humid today in Dubai. It is really humid. So I've got a cold glass of water with ice ready here on the side because I am probably going to be reaching out for it. Almost spilt it there. So let's get to the nitty-gritty of it. This is the Daytona video. This is the Steel Moon Daytona video. For those new to the channel, my Instagram handle is steelmoon_watches. Follow, don't follow, whatever. But I'm just going through my own watch journey. It's very chatty. It's more like a podcast, what I do really. Some people, they describe it as having a Skype call with a mate. Skype, Zoom, whatever you want to call it. They say Skype, so they're probably quite old. Others say it's just like listening to a podcast. So that's just the way I am. It is what it is. So guys, a 116-500 has landed into my world. And so I sort of need to take my time with this one, get my thoughts together and crank this video out. I've actually recorded this video yesterday, not this one, but a Daytona video, but I realized the mic wasn't on. That was really annoying because I don't think I can beat that 18 minutes that I did on the Daytona. I loved everything about it. So I'm gonna try and remember things from it. But again, I'm just gonna just go freestyle. Generally my videos are freestyle. So listen, let's cover four points to cover in this Daytona video. Why did I get a Daytona? What happened here? What's going on? 2, for the messages I've already got. What made you choose between a black and a white Daytona? Well, you went for a black one. 3, no one's asked me really yet, but this was under consideration. You went for a 116, you didn't go for a 126. What happened there? And 4, what's next? So I'm going to try and stay on these 4 points, try not to deviate. My mind generally, because this is not scripted, this is not edited, this is not cut. It's just all one video that I just get out, 15-20 minute video, and that's it, guys. So I'm setting the stage for, like, you know, people in the comment section. It's the Daytona video for the Steel Moon channel. I've got one, I'm wearing one. Let's go through this. So what happened, Mike, in terms of you wanting to get a Daytona? Asking myself in third person now. I've always liked Daytonas. To be honest, I always gravitated to the steel ones. You know, the pre-ceramic ones, the steel ones. I just thought they looked really mega. Honestly speaking, the first fake watch I ever bought when I was still like a teenage goon, must have been maybe 19, I think. The first fake watch I bought was a black pre-ceramic Daytona. But it was only pre-ceramic then. But that was the first fake watch I bought, which, weirdly enough, was cool. I had no idea how it should look, but it was like, yeah, that's the one. They gave me this like whole suitcase of watches, choose one, and that's where my eye went, like a magpie, shiny object. A funny story with that particular fake one. I was with my ex once many years ago, and we were in a real shop, and she was actually trying on a luxury watch, and I took off my Daytona after the lady complimented it. She went away, fortunately, and the bracelet just dismantled in the shop. I exited that shop quite quickly. I was like 19, 20 or whatever, and I was just like, oh my god, the fake Daytona just fell apart. Let's get out of here, sod it, just throw this watch in the bin. Anyhow, I've always liked Daytonas. In a journey to getting this Daytona, I almost picked up a 116-520. I don't know why they call it a 116-520 and this is a 116-500. The numbering system, I don't get it. I thought this numbering, it usually goes up, right? You add a digit and somewhere it goes up. This could have been the 116-5 or 116-530, 116-550, but they went 116-500. I'm curious to know what reason that might have been. But I was staying at a resort with a family when I bought this watch, when I received it, and I didn't want to move from the resort. There's a dealer I know who I mandated, you know, a couple of dealers to get a watch for me, and he reached out to me. But before that, whilst he was reaching out to me, or when he reached out to me, I was already soft negotiating a 116 520 blackface. And this Daytona journey, I had really good assistance from a good watch friend of mine in Germany. You know who you are, mate. He is what I call the Daytona guy. He's had them all. So when it came to me getting videos from dealers or anyone, or me seeing them myself and recording, I was all sending it to him. Send. And he'd be like, this one's okay. This one I'm not sure about the lug. This one might have been touched up there. He's got the eye for it. He knows. He knows Daytona. It's similar, like if someone was to send me a sub, I'd know. I'd know what to look for. So I was kind of pestering away, but at the same time I was soft negotiating for this watch. Ah, shit. There we go. So this dealer reached out to me, and he's like, look, I've got a 2019 116 500 in stickers. It's just been worn like in stickers. I'm like, oh, a sticker wearer. Oh, I know those. They're my best friend when it comes to buying a watch. So a sticker wearer. Had all the stickers on the back of the case, stickers on the back of the class, some front stickers on the front lugs, and I mean, this was stickered. It was great. 2019. I said to him, "What year is it? Sorry, what month of 2019 is it?" He was like, "July." I said, okay. I'm just asking because my daughter was born 2019. I thought it might be a different month. Anyhow, I'm rambling now, but rambling's good. This is why I do this. I ramble. It's like a podcast. That's just the way I do things. So yeah, I decided to go for this one in the end, and I sent it to my friend in Germany. He was like, mate, this has come to you. This is the one. I'm like, this is the one. This is actually the one. So I went to the resort. I said to the guy, look, deliver it to me. Like, here's whatever. Final inspection will be me, and get all the paperwork done, and boom, done. So there we go. So a Daytona. Why a Daytona? I've gone into the story of how I acquired this Daytona, but why a Daytona? I love my sub date, my pre-ceramic, which I still have, of course. And as charming and great and amazing as it is for me, really, really for me, that one. And to an extent, it kind of underrepresents me in terms of what I do. And we can say, vintage, neo-vintage, and all. It is great. It is great. Honestly, I've been struggling a little bit with a single watch collection, and I just didn't want to look at another GMT, another sub. I feel I've exhausted that to like the nth degree, and I just can't do it anymore. There's a sea of GMTs and subs everywhere. They're just a dime a dozen. I said it in my video the other day. And it doesn't matter which one you have. Pepsi, Bruce Wayne, the black GMT, Kermit sub, Hulk, black sub, whatever, the Hulk almost double the price of a black sub. It's just, they're everywhere. Like, seriously everywhere. And okay, granted, I work between the Middle East and Singapore and, Southeast Asia, in certain circles. You're going to see these things, but honestly, a dime a dozen. I don't know, it's just exploded in the last years, and it's just lost its thing to me. Like, once you've gone through the whole GMT sub, you keep switching, nothing, it's not going to change. It's just, that's what the watch is, deal with it. And I certainly didn't want to repeat that, and I thought, I want a Daytona. And I'm going to get a Daytona. Seriously, I'm going to get a Daytona. Because, the circles I'm generally in now are sort of Nautilus wearers, Aquanaut wearers, higher end AP wearers. And I do a certain thing in business, and I my cute sub and everything like that, it's cute, it's lovely, I love that watch, but I need a bit of a hitter. The Daytona, what do I see in the Daytona? And I'm conscious of time here, but you've pressed play now, so go make another tea. The Daytona I see in Rolex as the full-fat AMG division of Mercedes. And when I say AMG full fat, I mean 63S AMG. I don't mean 53 AMG, 45 AMG, 43 AMG. I mean AMG full fat 63S. That's why I see the Daytona. in the Rolex. It's the same as the full M in BMW. This is the M Division AMG Division watch. The one, not the one logoed and whatever, just you know what I mean. 63S or M5 or M6. There's no M440i or whatever, just that's, and the other stuff just kind of feels like M440i to me. M240i's, and we're bouncing around that. Just, oh, a bit of breeze. Cool me down while I record my video. That's so nice. Bit of breeze, bit of breeze. So that's why I regard the Daytona. That's why I wanted Daytona. That's the story of Daytona, of the Daytona, and how I received it and how happy I am with it. And it's my daughter's birth year as well. Now the next thing I'm going to cover is why Black Michael. Am I Black Michael? No. Why did you go for a black one and not a white one? That's just the one I prefer. I'm not drawn to white dial watches too much, personally. Certainly not ones with like a black ceramic circle around them. You know, for me, just black on black, classic, and I always wanted a black Daytona. I just gravitate to black dial watches, and the only time I've seen black and white look really good together is for those golfers out there. I used to have a TaylorMade Superfast 2.0 driver. You know, it was a really loud driver when you hit it in a sweet spot, and bloody hell, it sent my ball over 300 yards when you hit it well. Rubbish shaft, but it had this white head and a black face, hot face. That's when I thought black and white looks wicked, you know. Well, some black and white cars now you see the white cars with the black roof. You know, we're all different. Horses for courses, right? The white Daytona with the black, just for me it doesn't. For me, the black on black is the one I really like. And listen, no one is right. We are all of our own opinion, our own situation, our own aspiration, ambition, experience, whatever. That's why I like the black one. The Darth Vader, you might want to call it. That's why I like the black one. The white one is maybe the more in demand and has a higher premium, but I wanted the black one. That's my explanation on the color of choice. So, whilst I was looking around, it's natural when you're looking for 116. And you know, before this, I was thinking about buying another watch for a certain price, and I thought, you know what, I just really feel like I'm doing musical chairs right now. I just thought, just push it out a little bit further, Mike. Get a Daytona. And having this kind of feels a little bit like when I got my first Rolex ever, my Hulk. When I got my Hulk. Sorry, this is a little kid. Excuse me, I'm just using this table, mate. I don't want to do a third video that gets messed up. I really don't. What was I saying? Yeah, you know, 116 Daytona. Can you get the right one? There was some I looked at which were naked. There was some I looked at which I didn't like the paperwork. There was some I looked at which the condition wasn't maybe how I wanted it. And I thought, you know what? At one point, I honestly thought, you know, I might have to go 126. Like, let's just not play this game. I might have to get 126. And so eventually, just I was kind of thinking, this 116 came. It's 116-500. The dealer found it. I was like, wow. And I do prefer it. That's the one I wanted. I looked at the 126. I really did. And they put the ring and maybe refined the character to a point. They put the ring there and the steel ring around the bezel. Well, why? To protect it. But then someone's going to dent this steel ring, so you need another ring or some plastic on top of that. It's just, you could always, it's like phone covers. So, granted, the steel ring will be cheaper to replace than the ceramic. That's probably the logic behind it, right? I don't know. But anyway, I liked the 116, and what really made this one feel that it came to me was that it was stickered, worn by a stickerer, and it's 2019, my daughter's birth year. And she already looks at this watch. I don't know, like just now I was leaving, she was like, Daddy, I love your watch. Like, I'm really proud that you got it. And it's really cool. These are the small little things, right? And I couldn't hand down a Sea Dweller 43 to her. She's small. She's a girl. Girls can't wear SD43s. I can barely wear an SD43 these days. So the Daytona it is, which kind of feels like a 39mm watch to 40 with a nice bezel on it. So that's the 116 versus 126 thing. I want to take my time and enjoy this. What else can I think of to tell you lovely people about the Daytona? Covered the buying experience. Why a Daytona? 116, 126. Black versus white. What's the next in the watch journey? Could this and a sub-date be exit watches? I reckon they could. I reckon this and a sub-date could be exit watches. If the Batgirl comes around, that would be great. I'm really patient for the Batgirl. I don't care. I don't mind waiting. I sold the Batgirl because the grey price annoyed me. I don't mind grey price for this. For the Batgirl, I thought a little bit like, you know what? I'd rather just wait it out. It's fine. It's a very nice watch, but again, a little bit of dime a dozen. I see Batgirls in like people on Waitrose buying their chicken with me. I'm now buying the chicken as well, obviously. Furniture shops, just various, I don't know, these watches have a little bit of dime a dozen. And my thinking is, most people who will be going into Daytona spending territory, so the competition for budget, they'll be associated with someone who want maybe a bit more validation. And the Daytona isn't the best validation watch. The best validation watch is one that will have a bit more gold in it, or a bit more, you know. And I think that a lot of people, if they've got the budget spent for a Daytona grey, mostly speaking grey market, they'll add a bit to go gold, full gold or whatever. Because Daytona is other than the PCLs, it's a quiet kind of refined watch. It's a sophisticated gentleman's watch. And I think there are louder pieces out there. And funny thing is, I got this watch the evening I got this watch. There was a guy in the hotel at dinner wearing one. I was like, it's fine. It's absolutely. Hey, we were in a nice 5-star resort. It's perfectly okay. It's perfectly okay. I did see one wearing a panda in a pool a couple of days later, but again, that's fine. No, it's fine because there were a sea of Datejusts and GMTs around us. Root beers. I really don't like root beers. I just don't like root beers. The bezel's all wrong for me. Actually, no, the one I really don't like is the zombie. The bezel's, it's not gold. It's like yellow. Like the bezel writing is yellow in my opinion. It's just not really gold. So guys, yeah, what's the next step and the next journey on all this? Like, this is for me. I'm super busy, as I said in my last video. And I am still going to the gym, and I'm weighing a little bit more than I was before. I think my last video, like the angle, I was like, my head was back, so my head looked small. But I'm still gymming quite a lot, consistently, 5 days a week minimum. The next journey, I don't know. No one can guarantee anything, because everything that we do is a reflection of our current situation, which we can't always predict situations. So why bother? Just live in the moment. Hope for the best, do your best, and whatever. I would like to think that the next step will be me buying a Nautilus, and that's just the way I'm going to present it to the universe. But for now, I'm super content. I genuinely feel that I've got the real M division, AMG division of Rolex. All the other stuff, and I'm not bashing the watches, guys. I have a sub-date myself, the 5-digit. All the other stuff just seems that, and a reflection of, again, the messages I get on Instagram from cool people we chat to. They're like, oh, should I get a Kermit? What about this Pepsi? What about this Batgirl? What about this Datejust? What about that? I was just like, yes, they're all just going round. It's like, then they get this, then they sell it, go back, sell that, go there, and just jumping around. And I thought, you know what, I'm done with that. Give me a black Daytona. Boom. You know, this can compete in rooms with people wearing whatever. It can. It really can. Some people in the comment section might not agree with it. In my opinion, it does, because the legend of it all, the myth of it all, the history of it all will put the other ones into touch. And that's that. So guys, I hope I've given you flavor in terms of why I bought Daytona. Some interesting insight about the journey of me acquiring it. friends I've spoken to in Germany and Canada who are assisting me and me doing it, not doing it, which one. Really appreciate that, guys. And the watch community is so great with that respect. And you meet some really interesting people. They're all so different cornerstones of the world, giving you different bits of advice, sharing different experiences with their watches, and you're constantly aligning, battling, negotiating this one, whatever. So guys, any feedback in the comment section, drop it down. Let me know what you think about the 126, about the color, about why the Daytona. Michael, you'll do this, Michael, you'll do that, and everything else. I enjoy the banter. And hopefully I'll get a Q&A video out pretty soon when it's not so humid. Woo. Oh. But I got the video out. This is actually the third attempt getting the video out. One time I recorded a video, no mic. Second time I recorded a video, and just as I was getting to the last moments of it, a waitress was standing next to my table, really wanting to tell me some information. And I tried to usher her away, but she really was insistent. And I stopped the video for that, and I had a chat with her, and that was it. My mojo was gone. And today, I've done it. I should switch this video off now before something happens. And yeah, I'll speak to you soon, guys. Thanks very much for watching. Bye.